And I am here at Wizard World in Austin with Thomas Ian Nichols back for another year. Are you enjoying yourself so far?
Yeah, for sure. I love Austin, so I'm happy to be back. I came back, I want to say it was February to play another show at the Highball.
Nice.
So, I couldn't stay away for a whole year, but happy to be back.
Live music capital of the world, there's no way. There's no way you can stay away. I mean, that's not possible. Too many good clubs around here, too.
For sure.
Now, you started your acting journey 31 years ago at the age of 7 when you played a young Tony Danza. Since then, you've done television, movies, comedies, dramas. You've been a director, producer, voice actor, and even Walt Disney himself. Are you trying to go for a hat trick? Is there a dartboard that you're trying to get everything on? Is there anything that you haven't done that you want to do?
I mean, just want to keep creating. So whatever it takes to stay in the creative space, then that's then I will do whatever it takes.
Outstanding. So that's what's driving you then. Whatever it takes to be a creative individual then.
Yeah, just to continue creating. So if there's not enough opportunities for me as an actor, then I will create those opportunities by producing. And if there isn't something that I'm working on like that, then I'll go on a tour or work on another album.
Versatility.
Just staying in the creative space.
Very cool. Speaking of going on another tour, now you've turned into quite the musician. We heard you playing guitar up here last year. You going to play for us again?
Yeah, I played on Wednesday at the Highball again.
Okay.
Did a retro screening of Rookie of the Year that was nearly sold out. So that was a lot of fun. And then I played yesterday on the entertainment stage. So Ryan Cabrera came in to town to play at the Highball with me, and I was like, hey, do you want to stay for Wizard World? He'd never done a Comic-Con, so 2 booths down is Ryan Cabrera. He's not here yet, so I'll play on the entertainment stage at 4:30. Okay. And then he plays at 5, and then he does a 1-hour signing thing. So
now, what is your? Everybody has when they play music, there's always somebody that inspires them, somebody they listen to over and over again. Who is your musical inspiration?
I mean, dating back to the beginning, it was all my mom's collection, which is all classic rock, Led Zeppelin, obviously the Beatles, which I still love, and then it was Bruce Springsteen.
Nice.
Also infused with I guess it really started more with grunge. So it was Nirvana, Weezer, Green Day, which then kind of transitioned into Foo Fighters. Okay. Really love Switchfoot, Bruce Springsteen. But Foo Fighters is kind of the most prevalent influence right now, I would say.
It's your musical comfort food, so to speak. That's your center for the time being, anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, very cool. So what are you up to now? Other than, obviously, kicking ass at Wizard World, what are you up to now?
I'm producing another film in Los Angeles right now, a neo-noir drama called Adverse. I can't tell you too much about it. We haven't done any major announcements yet, but it's going to be cool.
All right.
And then also the reason that I started at Wizard World was to promote a brand new project called Handbook for Mortals.
Nice.
So we started doing Wizard Worlds last summer in Philadelphia in June. We were pre-selling the book. Okay. We actually met the artist who drew the cover at Philadelphia Wizard World.
Oh, cool.
Ryan M. Kincaid.
Here, we're going to get, there we go.
So we pre-sold the book, and we pre-sold so many copies at Wizard World Comic-Cons and other Comic-Cons that we were able, that the book debuted at number 34 on the USA Today bestseller list.
Whoa.
So I will be producing this book into a feature film.
Oh, nice. Okay. Release 2020-ish, 2019?
Yeah, I would say at this point, because we, if everything stays on track, we plan on getting into principal photography around January next year.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be about a year of the release. And then obviously the author, the best-selling author, Lanny Sarum, is seated right behind me. So
even better. That's perfect. Well, she's having a good time. I think she's having a good time. She looks like she's having a good time. So we'll see. Outstanding. All right, very cool. Well, now Marvel and DC right now, they're killing it in the movie scene. Everybody loves it. Do you have a preference? Are you a Marvel guy? Or are you a DC guy? Either, neither.
No. I mean, I think my father-in-law, my stepfather-in-law, but anyway, is a big comic book guy.
Okay.
And so recently, I think a couple years ago, he told me that I really resembled Nightwing. So that would put me in the DC universe.
Yeah.
However, there may be some. I mean, I might be gravitating. I'm trying to think how I can word this. I might be gravitating more toward Marvel.
Starting to lean that way just a little bit.
Yeah, over some, personal, creative preferences of sorts. I can't really say much more.
Oh, wait a minute. Because that was actually, kid you not, my next question here was, if you could be a character in one of those movies, either Marvel or DC, which character would you ideally want to be?
I would choose a Marvel character, but I'm going to refrain from mentioning which one I may choose.
NDAs are a thing, right?
Okay. NDAs are legit.
I wouldn't say that, everything's more yeah, I'm just not going to say any more than that.
Okay, all right. And we're not pushing either. That's more than fine. The last thing we want to do is annoy Disney. So we're not getting on their bad side, I'll tell you. Now, Tara Reid recently came out and she said that she spoke with John Hurwitz. You already know where this is going, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
And Hayden Schulberg, who were the American Reunion directors, and she said they're going forward with American Pie 5.
Okay.
Have you been approached?
So here's what I will say.
Here it comes.
I was under the impression that John and Hayden, who had concepted a story for American Pie 5 while we were doing the press tour for American Reunion way back in 2012, I was under the impression that Universal had hired them to write the script that they pitched them. So I know John and Hayden came up with a pitch. I know that Universal liked the pitch, but I was mistaken that they had actually written it. So I've been saying for 5 years that a script was written and was collecting dust on a shelf at Universal. When Tara told me this at San Diego Comic-Con, I said, really? Oh, this is interesting. Like, this is, another, fold in the story that, we might be moving forward. I love you, Tara. I texted John and Hayden, and they did not run into her. They did not tell her this information.
Uh-oh.
I love you, Tara. You're amazing. I think it's possible that we could do an American Pie 5, and I think that we would all love the opportunity. I ran into Sean William Scott recently on the set of Lethal Weapon. I happened to be on the Warner Brothers lot.
Okay.
Surprised him over there, and even he brought it up to me, like, hey, what do you think? Like, it would be fun. And I said, yeah, I think it'd be great. I was the first to agree to do American Reunion. I'd be the first to agree to do American Pie 5. But no script has actually been written.
Okay.
I think John and Hayden's concept would be great. And I think it's really up to Universal. Maybe they're waiting for, next year is the 20-year anniversary.
Yes, it is.
We were 3 years late on the reunion, which we mentioned in the film. So maybe next year there'll be some, excitement about American Pie, and it will rejuvenate the brand, and maybe Universal will say, hey, what about a 20-year high school reunion?
It's time.
Or,
Let's
who
do
knows?
This.
But we'll probably be 3 years late again.
All right. All right, so some clarification, some great words from a great person over here. The very versatile Thomas Ian Nichols. Sir, thank you very much for taking the time out here.
Yeah, no worries.
And don't worry, we've got more vids, we got more pics, we got more interviews, we got much more coming up. You keep an eye on us here for Freedom1160.com, Freedom 1160 Talk Radio. I'm Dave, and we are out.